Your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Assets Television. Welcome to...
Hello and thanks for staying. Presidency says Tinubu was not disgraced in South Africa, had meaningful discussion with President Ramaphosa. People's Democratic Party (PDP) expels Shaibu from party. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu and his South African counterpart Cyril Ramaphosa have held a bilateral talk following the latter's swearing-in ceremony. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu received South African President Cyril Ramaphosa for diplomatic, economic and bilateral talks after a successful presidential inauguration ceremony. Presidential aide Segun Dada said in a post on his X handle on Thursday. The meeting was hosted by the Nigerian president, Ramaphosa leaders who attended Ramaphosa's swearing-in. A video of the South African president purportedly snubbing Tinubu at the event has gone viral, but the Nigerian presidency, in the wake of the development, said the video was taken out of context. New Nigeria's People's Party (NNPP) has advised eminent come to terms with the fact they were rejected by the people of Kano State, even when it was also affirmed by the unanimous decision of the Supreme Court. According to the statement, the APC is trying to use the current decision of the State Assembly on Emirate Council to achieve their aims and call on all Nigerians to be wary as it plots to truncate democracy in the state. Recall that in recent times, Kano has constantly been in the news since the return of Lamido Sanusi Lamido as Emir. Former Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu has been expelled from the People's Democratic Party on Thursday at a meeting attended by 9 members of the State Working Committee at the party secretariat in Benin City. The State Working Committee has extensively deliberated on the issue and resolved to expel with immediate effect Chief Dan Obi, National Vice Chairman South-South, Philip Shaibu, and upheld the expulsion of Ogede Ihama from Ward 2, Oredo local government, he said. The expulsion comes after Shaibu and Ogede Ihama openly supported the All Progressive Congress governorship candidate, Monday Okpebolo, while Obi was appointed to a board by President Bola Tinubu. The Police Service Commission, PCSC, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as a matter of importance and national security, relieve the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, of his appointment in order to prevent the system from destruction. The PCSC pointedly accused IGP Egbetokun of working deliberately to undermine the police recruitment process as well as interfering with the functions and responsibilities of the Commission. The Commission pointed the allegations of corruption leveled against it by the Nigerian police under the supervision of IGP Egbetokun. Forefront News reported that the Nigerian police last week rejected the list of 10,000 new recruits by the Police Service Commission, describing the intakes as a bunch of untrainable individuals fraudulently recruited by the Commission without passing through the recruitment exercises. But the Joint Union Congress of the Police Service Commission has vehemently denied the position of the Nigerian police and urged President Tinubu to, as a matter of necessity, remove IGP Egbetokun over his alleged meddlesomeness in the recent recruitment of police constables. Chairman of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria and Joint Union Congress of the Police Service Commission, Adoy, at a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday, described the IGP Egbetokun's allegations as totally false. Adoy said that some top officers within the Nigerian police force tried to smuggle 1,000 names during the recruitment process, stressing that the reaction of the Nigerian police was diversionary and a ploy to cover up its inadequacies to train recruits. The union members that sang protest songs said that IGP Egbetokun only moved to prevent President Tinubu from noticing the unpreparedness and inability of the Nigerian police training schools across the country to handle the training of the recruits as a result of the sorry state of the facilities. Adoy explained that the controversy was deliberately created after the Police Service Commission released the list of 10,000 names of successful candidates employed from the recent recruitment exercise it conducted last week Thursday. The Force Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi in a statement last week said the police is raising alarm over irregularities and alleged corruption of the recently released names of successful candidates, adding that its objection became necessary following series of complaints and allegations of corruption raised by unsuspecting candidates and stakeholders on the irregularities that marred the exercise, most especially the disappearance of the names of screened candidates who were successful to the last stage. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Asset Television. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Welcome back. The Niger Delta Conversion (NDAC) rose from a national workshop in Abuja on Wednesday with a call for a review of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) by the National Assembly with the aim of providing a definite deadline for gas flaring, removal of the power to permit gas flaring by the Commission and National Assembly. NDAC specifically wants the total deletion of the second section of the Act that places the responsibility to protect oil installation on host communities, among several others. This was as the chairman of the commission, King Bubaraye Dakolo, said the Petroleum Industry Act is in every aspect targeted at the people of the oil-rich region as it criminalized citizens of the Niger Delta. Similarly, Nimno Obasi, Director of Health of Mother Earth Foundation, called for concerted international action to generate and invest at least $12 billion over 12 years to repair, remediate, and restore the foundations for Bayelsa's just transition towards renewable energy and opportunities for alternative livelihoods. Dakolo, who is the king of Ebinawe of Ekpetema Kingdom, Agada V, stated this while speaking with journalists at the third edition of the Niger Delta Alternatives Convergence, which took place in Abuja on Wednesday, with the theme Niger Delta Manifesto for Social Ecological Justice, specifically said that the Petroleum Industry Act is an anti-people law which took 20 years to cook and miscook from what it was before to a beautiful nonsense the National Assembly passed in 2021, which only succeeded in criminalizing everyone in the Niger Delta. The traditional ruler said that it was on that basis that the Niger Delta Alternatives Convergence was designed to harvest strategies with which to engage the federal government and to also address what the oil and gas industry has meted out of the people of the Niger Delta in a way that the notion of installment payments across several industries in the country. Tunde Balogun, Chief Executive Officer, Small Technology, made this disclosure in a statement on Thursday in Lagos. Balogun emphasized that it was critical for businesses to adopt installment payments to ensure sustainable growth and provide a much-needed succor for the Nigerian middle class, whose purchasing power was being eroded by inflation. Balogun said small pioneering award-winning products and buy small have transformed the way Nigerians rent and buy properties. He emphasized that companies offering installment payment should have proper structure that allows it from 350. The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Health, Dr. Kemi Ogunyemi, said the rise in cases was anticipated following the Eid-ul-Kabir celebration, in which large gatherings occurred. Ogunyemi made the disclosure in an update released by Tumbosu Ogunbanwo, Director of Public Affairs in the State Ministry of Health, on Thursday in Lagos. She said the cases increased to 401 across Lagos, with Lagos Island, Kosofe, and Etiosa recording the highest numbers of infection. Ogunyemi, however, noted that suspected cases are subsiding across local government areas, particularly in previously affected areas, due to state government interventions and surveillance efforts. She gave the update on the outbreak after meeting with members of the Lagos State Public Health Emergency Operations Center, while assuring that the state will continue to collect samples of water sources, food and beverages to identify the source of contamination. She, however, called on residents to remain vigilant, practice good hand hygiene, and participate in community sanitation activities to stop the spread of cholera. Berlin police conducted a series of raids on Thursday morning in connection with investigations into the international trade in weapons, authorities announced. About 150 officers were deployed as part of the searches in several districts across the city. He declined to provide further details of the police operation. Berlin is and remains a hotspot for international criminals. This applies to drugs as well as to trade in sharp weapons, which are distributed via the dragnet or well-organized gangs. An unexploded aerial bomb from World War II retrieved from the Rhine River in Germany's Cologne on Wednesday evening was safely diffused overnight on a ship positioned away from residential areas. The discovery of unexploded bombs is common in Cologne and other German cities, which were heavily bombed by Allied air forces during the war. Specially trained crews are dispatched to defuse or safely detonate the bombs. The British-made 5-ton bomb had a rear-mounted fuse that was diffused on board the ship, according to the Cologne City Administration. The city said that there had been no need to evacuate residents to defuse the bomb, in spite of initial assumptions. The ship has been moved to a position on the Rhine far enough from residential areas. During the operation, the Rhine was close to shipping, as was the airspace above the area. And to sports, Nigerian Super Eagles have dropped by 8 points from 30th to 38th in the recent FIFA World Cup ranking for June after their lackluster 9-3 position. The drop on the global stage also reflected on the continental stage, as the Nigerian team also dropped from the 3rd position to the 5th, behind Morocco, Senegal, Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire. On the global scene, no fewer than 187 national team bouts have been contested since the last ranking in April, and a throng of changes, France 2nd and Belgium 3rd, hot on their heels. But there is movement behind them, as Brazil and England swapped places, Brazil to 4th and England to 5th. Remains 7 and 8 consolidated their position in the top 10, while moved up to overtake Italy, who went to but nonetheless, they all held on to a place among the leading pack of 10. And that is the news. I am Doris Samuel. Keep watching Asset TV for more interesting programs.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station